Good morning. This is Fari Hemzi. It's 8:32 on Tuesday, the 13th of October 2020. Uh, slightly up on the, not too bad actually, on the NQs. A little bit slightly down on the ES, as you can see from there. Very quickly, we have two webinars coming up, open to all. First one is tomorrow night. It's a market timing, number 73. And I will be leading that. It will be short and sweet, about an hour. Links are all over. There was emailed last night. Also, this happens to be the fifth year of having PMT in this format, which is, and there you go. This is this format where you have charts, trades, and of course we just add more charts up for a new issue. But version, we're at issue 338. Overnight, the new issue 698 came in. We don't know my ranking there on the 6 months and 3 months because I'll show it to you the way they report. There are too many people clustered, and there's only room for 10, which is really, I think. So I've asked them to tell me to give me a count. I'll show you what I mean. Here's the issue. Here's the issue. Okay, 1226.98, and they got me there. You see the differential? It's about what 26%. Yeah, I've got 2 months to go. As you know, I was number one for 8 years between 2010 and 2018. We'll show that also in the webinar. But now there's no ranking here for me. Why? These are all the same. I said that. You can't count this as one, as different settings. That's no ranking. You can't tell Chris Anglers and Wendland. But this should be clustered. This is a cluster analysis. This is a cluster. So I'm asking them post-cluster what my number is on these two. Okay? Now I'm short here. I'm long here. They're short. So Mark, unfortunately, is going to get crushed if this thing continues going up. But this is as of Friday afternoon. I changed it over the weekend too long. But anyhow, we'll be talking about that because it's the 5th anniversary of this format. We're doing a deep discount on one product of the two products we have. It's the annual, so you can also auto trade it, of the PMT Pro. Okay, the big kahuna. Here's our ranking for 8 years. Okay, but this one, it's the big one. Okay, the big one. We'll have a deep discount against that. Deal of the century. Good for one day. Those are interested, send us an email, admin@MZ Analytics. We send an email. We send a sign up link to them late Wednesday night. Good, and we're gonna cut it off on Thursday night. One day only. Okay. No ifs and buts. This is just the way we're gonna do it. Easy. Rather than a lot. I'm too busy. With the TCM, the Managed Futures Fund, with everything else going on, with the earnings season, with PMT, we're just limited there. Now, I'm privileged to announce that also very quickly. If you go to the login there, you'll see that one of the editors I had do the review over what I'm doing. Where is this? Okay. There we go. Sorry. Too many monitors. Who she's on the West Coast. Very difficult. And kids. Yeah. Teenager kids. So. But Captain Alexander, who out of Tallahassee, she's a lawyer also. U.S. actually military lawyer. UCMJ, under the UCMJ, has joined us as editor. So going over what I do, text-wise, data-wise, she's a great trader. So we'll, and she's always here. So that's good, easy to get hold of her. And just go in a draft mode. She'll be very helpful. Okay. Also, you notice on this chart that we have radar screen stuff up. Mark your calendar, 20th, which is a Tuesday, next Tuesday, not the week from today. We'll have a 5 o'clock again. Our meetings are always 5 p.m. Eastern. We have a special program on radar screen, our first, and we have an array of folks who are going to join us to go over how they're using our proprietary indicators for trade generation, idea generation, and you'll be surprised what the results are. Yeah. So, this is the work to be done, but until recently we couldn't implement it. Done years ago, it's a CI, of course, DMZ. Problem was that CPUs and data, we could not, the radio screen could not update fast enough, would not match the charts. We'll show that. So if you're a portfolio manager, if you're running some money, this is a must-have system. Okay, we'll go over that with you, and we'll always give you a free trial to get it going. But you need to understand TradeStation. If you don't know TradeStation, go and learn it, and then come back for a trial. You need to have it a couple of months. We're not good at teaching you TradeStation. We're good at teaching you our indicators as an overlay in TradeStation. Mainly, it's like, hey, you want to fly 747? Well, at least you better know how to fly Cessna. Okay, because we can't teach you both. It's just not going to happen. We're short-handed and we're growing too fast. Our growing pains are too much. So we're going to be very upfront with you, borderline brutal. Okay, that's how I earned the title of General Patton at Northrop. We'll be very upfront, very transparent, borderline brutal. If you can't handle it, maybe you should join the Air Force. Yeah. All right, quickly. Oh, econ data. Let's go there quickly. All right. What do we have? Just a reminder, we've gone over these yesterday. Okay, CPI. It must have just come in. See what they have. Nothing else I see. Treasury statement. I don't care. How are we doing? Yeah, no inflation. But pretty much in line. Yep. So excluding energy, 1.7 year to year. Yes. Below Fed targets. I understand that. PPI tomorrow, jobless claims. We gotta watch this one. I bet you that's gonna be around 800,000 again. 825, slightly lower. Okay, that's slightly better news. And then you got PMI. Philly Fed on the right after. It's concurrent with that. I don't care about the green note. Yeah, maybe we should watch Empire State, but best doesn't matter. Yeah, they're still just showing it the same. Interesting. Both nat gas and crude. The big kahuna to watch is retail sales and consumer sentiment on Friday. Okay, as we get closer, we can dive into that more. All right, quickly. PMT issue again is going out 338. It's all charts are in, spots are inside ready. The trade stuff is not. Okay, so we'll get that out. Right after this is done. I'm not trading today. I'm futures. We got earnings. They're just starting up. I gotta do that. I gotta get PMT out. I'm also very superstitious on 13th. So, and I'm exhausted. I mean, yesterday I had no breaks. I went through. When I wrapped up here, it was like 8. I got to my group that I hang out with, and they said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I just closed shop." A couple of large accounts have come in for TCM. One of them is probably the largest we've ever had. And but good news, I'm at 14. I can take one more person, and there's 2 people who want that spot, so we have to figure out who. And then I'm done, because you can't have more than 15 clients in the rolling 12 months under CFTC exempt CTA rules. So I don't make the rules. One of them was a little bit upset with me. I said, I'm just a poor dumb immigrant. I don't make the rules. You want to change the rules? Write a check. This Congress is for purchase. And the president. Write him a check. Well, you get what you want. Don't talk to me. All right? So, I just follow up. And you got to go through the compliance and all that, and it's just not easy. So anyhow, let's see. Timer charts. Again, these charts were snapped as of last night. And not here, but in the PMT chart for you, PMT report for you. Pulling up, big move there. Our call was about here, that channel breakout. So Thursday would have been, I should have gone Thursday night. So I just exhausted. You have no idea what you guys are going to. And over the weekend was a lot of time was spent on the OTF Z contract, because as you know, the Z contract has started with, coincides with Jewish high holidays, and so they did a drop. Wasn't really ready for analysis. So we jumped on it on the Friday, and yesterday was glorious. Sad part was I only traded part of it on the future side. I should have really made a killing yesterday on futures. I didn't. I hope you guys did. We're at 3 sigma here on the NDX, 2.5 on the SPX. I don't know how to interpret it. I've talked to different people, but this basically says that the chaos is over. There'll be a landslide, what they call blue tsunami, and business want stability. You saw what happened after the first debate. The CEOs went to White House in Europe saying, "This is too much. Enough is enough." So this says that how the right and the ultra right is so behind to catch up. It's like mission impossible. That's what we want to tell. I mean, in other countries we talk to, we all have biases. Data hasn't changed. It's not. Economic data has not changed. Now, of course, yesterday was Amazon's Prime Day. There's no other data points, but this is clearly is a retest of this level. Now, as you know, we discussed that earlier. We the last couple of weeks, it has to do with transportation. Yeah, not as much as Russell, but transportation making new highs. This line was 2 years old down here. When we broke that on the 16th, we talked about it, and now we've broken that 4 days in a row. This is a precursor of the future movement of the economy, a future of the economy. Okay, not the type of economy, just economic activity. Why? More than anything else, we're online, and whatever you want to do online, if you're buying PMT is one thing, but most stuff we buy online, we want to receive it. So it's like for transportation. It's showing that oil prices are low. We're good. Cost is low for them. They're delivering. And now, notice with Amazon, it's pretty much a one-day delivery. Pretty much. I mean, on the food, it's a couple of hours. The Prime Fresh stuff, forget it. Now it's all, if you're near Whole Food, you've done it. You've done it. The brick and mortar marriage to online did the trick. That's why that when they bought that name, the purchase of, they basically bought Whole Food for free. I don't know if you understand, you realize it or not. 14 billion? Oh no, 11 billion for free. Why? The day they announced it and they paid the stock went up 14 billion. That's a few years ago. I mean, the rest is history. I mean, just incredible. So that's that. This one, risk on is coming in, and you can see what happened with the index there. We're further going up. Expect index to lead. So maybe we're a little bit downtick on the ES futures, but we'll catch up because NQ futures are just ratcheting up. All right. Our account, boom, boom, boom. All 8 are positive. All good news. Moving forward, SP1 Momo. We're in that channel we talked about yesterday, +2. It just hugging +2 and ratcheting up. Look at +3, -3 opening up. It's like a mouse of an alligator or a tiger shark. It's just what do you call it? It's just devouring the market moving forward. As you know, this is a derivative of forget the data, the scale. It's a measuring against itself. It's a scrambled data for purpose. It's a part of it, and we haven't changed this scrambling because we want to stay crucial. I mean, normal to its relative movement of a SPX advanced decline, SPX price, couple of internals all go in there to massage this. This is smaller and faster brethren is Momo, so we always use SP1 against Momo. That's why this is called SP1 Momo chart. We're getting up there. Today I expect it to be inside day, chart-wise. I think we should be this a little exhausted. The key day is tomorrow, not today. It's the issue of do we continue up or we're done. So today just relax. As long as we're inside day, that means the high is less than this high of today, and the low is above this low. If we don't invalidate those two limits, then we really have to go tomorrow, and that's normal because yesterday was such a massive move. Okay, and you can see it now. All of a sudden, there's life in the advanced decline for the 52 weeks new highs and lows. This is new highs, new lows. Of course, this is same but charted on a weekly basis. These are 50. So you could see. For us to be at top, we gotta get to 140 area. We're not there yet. Okay. Why? Well, parametrically, Historically, that's been our empirical observation. SQ, edging up, noise level. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's starting, okay. Can I write home about it? No. Talk to me after it takes the center line out. Again, measuring it against itself. That's the beauty of sigma charts. These are order of things that happen in nature. And we're watching their vibrations, that ballet, if you will, immunal chaos. This is your noise. We'll up, down, up, down. But look how smoother these levels are. So that gives us a feel. We're getting close, yes. What happens tonight we'll do. This is again out of the money, deep out of the money. SPX puts on the tail risk, so only one tail. Remember, you have a bell curve, you have two tails. This is the lower tail risk. It's a deep. Yeah, they don't care for the upper. It's a lower. It's the risk issue down here. I'm sorry, down here. Deep out of the money. It's not at the money at all. It's not near where we are. I would suspect they're probably having like 26 to 28 area 100 strikes. As SPX, so it's not mom and pops. You're not gonna have your neighbor trading this one. No, this is the realm of the masters of universe, and we're trying to measure that. Especially when it starts going up there, you see what happens. Market is usually two months in advance. Right now it's protecting. This also saying calmness is coming back. If you think about it, yeah. And the only way I could do is that the blue tsunami. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Because the current system is not working. We know that. And the CEOs know that, and traders know that, money managers know that. In my work, which I talk to a few of them. I'm not that big. I'm very small. Actually, I'm tiny. But the few that I have a relationship with, I talk to, that's what they're bringing to my attention. That's how they interpret it. We'll see. Only numbers will tell. And the Georgia opened last night. Huge numbers have shown up. I mean, it is just forget suppression. What's suppression? We're in line. We're not going home. We're gonna vote and go home. So best cure for having a healthy democracy, because democracy is a rule of majority. If the minority rules, we get into trouble like we are now. And that's going to be taken care of. I do have faith in the system. The system will cleanse itself. No, without disinfectant. Without injecting disinfectant into yourself, yes. Okay, I do not have an answer for you here yet. I will when I do. Remember Patna Kasserine. Yeah, I've been busy with other stuff. And these are stuff, I'm very transactional. I can dive into it. Right now, other issues I've been diving into. I'm not into anything half-assed, you know that. So I've got to get in there and look at it. I'm not there. More data, the better. But that's what we are. We're long V contract and short F21 contract. So that's V20 long, F21, which is January short. And that's the results. We took the adjustment out. We had adjustment in April and May when everything went nuts. The numbers were huge. As you can see here. And then we'll discuss these tomorrow night. But as these numbers went up to some crazy level, you see actually this level, this route, the differentials were huge. So we couldn't even plot them. So we had to make some displacement adjustment in the scale area. We took that out. Now they're becoming some normalcy. SV1 normal. I'm sorry, SP2. Well, my favorite indicators. That has to do with again SPX and its internals is telling us that we're overbought. We've entered overbought area, but remember, you could be overbought for a while. Okay, this went over, but let's say near there, no here. Let's look. We went overbought July 22. We didn't peak until it looks like 6 weeks later, 5.5 weeks later. So this is just the beginning. Okay, so we'll see. That's 81.32. Tonight data is going to be crucial. As always is. I mean, it's just like any other pundit says, yeah, the next number is important. Yeah, exactly. We're no different. All right, next. Again, don't forget PMT webinar tomorrow. The link is sent out, and then it's, one more thing. And also, email down on Twitter, it's on Facebook. As on my Facebook and LinkedIn has exploded this year. It could have hurt that I posted the PhD results and I just got nuts. So And so we'll share with them what we do. For me, this is more of give back. I've been very fortunate. And my mom was of the type that said, take care of people not as fortunate as you are, Ferry. Not that she did that necessarily herself, because I was in a different position she was in. But she said, I mean, from the day I got the question, she says, you're on a different track, Ferry. So you better don't get too cocky and take care of other people. So this is a little give back on my part. And so these are open. We're good. No harm. And my payday is really to manage futures. So. And the team is doing good. All right. We crossed, as we discussed, the 75 line. Not a whole lot, but we did. A little jump there. We've got to get to now. Warning area is going to be between 80 and 85. We'll hold that opinion still. 80, 85 is going to be warning, just as before. We usually, when we get there, we're a little bit on the exhaustive side. And the trick was the kiss there. You see that? We talked about the differential between these two lines. I know I talk about these ad nauseum, but you gotta get that. We gotta get you brainwashed in the right way. Yeah. Not the way you get on Fox. No. The right way, which is data. Use data. Data doesn't lie. This is a lot of data here. 200-day moving average. Okay, that's huge. That's number of stocks, the scoring number. As a matter of fact, I was going over this with UBS guy last night. There, as a friend who had called, I said, this is telling me we're still pulling up because of that cost. Happened. That did not happen. That's a failure of cost, so it's a kiss, which will be heading up. And also, the confirmation is that the problems we normally get into empirically is between 80 to 85%. That's a high percentage of S&P's over 200 We're not there yet. Okay. All right. Let's go to OTF stuff. First, we're going to look at overnight. As you know, we changed the label there. What time is it? Yeah, I got to finish this quickly, guys. Okay, there we go. Overnight, this is overnight action. We kind of step back to see where we are. A little bit negative here, more than we were before. We've dropped here about, I came in here at a little bit before that, about this area. So we've dropped some, yeah. We were at 12.2, and we're 12 on, okay, we've done 60, yeah, about half. Yeah, because remember, we were over 100 points too. Yeah. All right. Well, it's noise level. JPM, we had an option trade on option room. We had an option trade on that. It's up 1.62%. Not the position, but the underlying asset. I know this animal called JPM. It's our first name in the earnings season. Well, I'm going to let it run a little bit. And I know Mark is going to be away this morning, but I told Nancy not to pull the trigger. No matter what instruction, check with me first. We'll probably try to squeeze this out around lunchtime or tomorrow. Okay? We are moving into our earnings season, so we're doing our earnings a little bit earlier every day. Yesterday was the first day, a little rusty. What happens after 3 months of not touching it? But we'll start at 1 p.m. So those of you on the option room, we're going to be, or maybe joining us for the option room, we will be shooting numbers out early because we will probably look at 3 to 5 names. We pick 2, maybe pick 3, depends. And these are names we're familiar with, that we've traded before. We understand the personality of the stock. Remember, to me, 3 things are crucial. Management, earning, balance sheet, products. If they know that area, we're interested. Okay, so it's S&P 100, NASDAQ 100, and maybe a few names in between the two. So, but that's what we'll be doing then. And by the way, again, the meeting, the briefing, the webinar next week, on next Tuesday, is going to be on Radar Screen. On Radar Screen, a lot of that has to do with what we're going to be doing with that room, because it gives us trigger points for trades that are ready to be impacted by the rubber band because it's stretched too far. That gives you quick cushion for safety. And our goal is 35% in 3 days. Can you do that? Close it. 35%, 2 days. And Christian has been doing that. He's done really good on that. We're going to use some of that. Admiral is going to be there, myself, Mark Caffrey, and of course, I'm hoping that Ken will be there too. This starts with, again, getting the Radar Screen operational again under version 10. What a day was yesterday. You could see that perspective there. This is your gap up, and look what levels we went up. I'm thinking we may need more than 4 levels. Yeah, I have to take a look at this. This is just, look at that. We went to 6th level yesterday. Absolutely incredible. And you could see on the Excel how they traded it. It created its own channel between, I mean, you don't see this often, between Bollinger, I'm sorry, modified Bollinger, modified Bijan. Modified Bijan, because, yeah, Bijan took Bollinger, made it modified, and made it his indicator for futures. I took Bijan and made it for OTF. So it's all signal. The source is all signal, really. But look at it. Between Kettler band and modified Bijan band, look what has happened yesterday. Just incredible. And here was a proof. Look what happened with MBS. He couldn't even touch MBS until late in the day. It just came like a locomotive. Now we had some crazy readings up there. EBB, I know that's your favorite. I'll put some charts up. I'm just behind. Again, I'm just behind. That's why I'm not trading today. I need to do some cleanup. I had to recuperate. Worked on a Z20 over the weekend. Antico has been sick like a dog. So, Nancy, when I grow up, I want to be like you. Nancy's got our Airbus has a what do you call it? She's got banker's house. Yeah. Can you imagine running an aircraft carrier task force with the Airbus and the shooter, the one that actually launches the catapult, on banker's house? What do we have it here? By the way, I got a new assignment for you. You'll be working with Stephanie on making sure that we have the previous, not going back or going forward, because of March forward. This has been so crazy here. We are growing so fast, especially with OTF also. Of the inserts of the emails to PMT, because she doesn't have those emails. She is maybe to June, but there's a gap there. Okay, so I need your help on that. And Stephanie is very sharp, very good. You guys can work together, and you're on the same time zone. You're actually not too far apart, in terms of geography. Yeah, she's northern Florida. So. All right. So back to here quickly. This is yesterday. Again, more level focus. I'll look into see how we can add more there on Sigma channel. Say on IB. These are IB levels. We may get these like this. Okay, and also I think if something goes wrong, we may get like that on the downside too. So we need to take a look at that. Maybe tonight, we'll see. The DMZ has changed here, as you can see, the move, but this is very fast. That's 3 minutes. Keep time. Right, go 15. We'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, and you can see how this builds up. Above it, you want to be long. Below it, you want to be short. In between is the DMZ demilitarized zone. By the way, do you see the missiles on the parade, on the tent? Oh my, oh my. Yeah. Just from the diameters, you know the range. Yeah, these new ones like North Korea had the parade. It'll reach Washington and New York. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's not a promise not kept. It's very sad. Yeah. Okay, 5 minute Sigma challenge. You see that? Why don't we put this on 5? You see 5 on 5. You see where we are. Okay. This is DMZ. We're going to be talking about that. The scanner for that. Okay. And here's the Sigma challenge there. Okay. This is on next Tuesday, 20th. Mark your calendar, 5 p.m. Eastern. Fractals. Okay, we have fractals. We're at MBS now. That's the median of the legal day data range. Legal day. Remember that? Yeah. So it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, goes to 5 p.m. The next day. The changes in MBS was crucial, and when the price comes near it. So 2 things you need to worry about. The change, what's happening. See that? This is telling you what's happening. When that's moving, that's a directional move. Something is changing here big time. And then when it comes to touch it, obviously that's a retest failure, and it's time to reassess. That is, if you're short here, good for you, but don't let it go too far. It may snap back like this, okay? And you can see a little bit right there. You see that pattern. So that's time to take a pause, book that, and then go away. Don't jump in. These waves come in a pattern. There's no necessary continuation. There's maybe some realignment that needs to be done. So you learn that, you step back. There's a quote for that. What do we call it? Lose your bias. So you're coming down like this. There's a negative bias. Okay, book it, go away. Wait, sit on your hands. Go get your Rumi book, start reading, or drink some jasmine tea, and then wait for the next trade. Okay, the last trade has no relationship with the next trade. Okay. Anything else we want to go over? I think we're good. Oh, did we go over Excel? Okay, again, I will update this EVB for these peaks and valleys. Okay, so we're only peaks as we put up. But that finishes the day. I need to get on PMT. Thank you so much. Let me